It's rumored that the Eskimos have over 57 different words to describe snow. Linguists have confirmed that, and in fact, in some tribes, they have upwards of 57 words for snow. After all, if your life depends on snow, it's oriented around that. You need to know the difference between snow that's wet and sticky or snow that's dry and crunchy that you can stand on. In the same way, the Greeks have a couple different words for seeing. In this passage in John's Gospel in John 9, there are 3 different words to describe sight. I'm going to put them on screen here, but they are eido, blepo, and oreo. Those 3 words mean different things. We see them used for different moments in John's Gospel. For example, blepo is the word that's used to describe actual physical sight, like what you can see. And this is the word that John uses in the conversation between the man born blind and the Pharisees. Well, how did you see? I don't know. He put mud on my eyes and then I received my sight. They're talking about physical sight. Consider this in verse 1 of John 9. As Jesus went along, he saw a man blind from birth. Now that saw is not blepo. It's not he saw with his eyes. It's eido, which means to notice or pay attention to. It's the word we would use to say, oh, I see what you mean. Like, I get it. When Jesus sees this man, he doesn't just look with his eyes. He actually sees him. He notices him. He considers him. And that's part of what leads him to engage, is the way that Jesus is seeing this beggar, the man who was born blind and cast out. Here's the 3rd word. It happens in the exchange with Jesus and the man born blind. After he's been healed, after he underwent the scrutiny from the Pharisees and he's cast out, Jesus seeks him out in verse 35. Jesus heard that they had thrown him out, and when he found him, he said, "Do you believe in the Son of Man?" "Who is he, sir?" the man asked. "Tell me so that I may believe in him." Jesus said, "You have now seen him. In fact, he is the one speaking with you." And that see is not blepo. You've seen him with your eyes. That see is the 3rd word, oreo, Horao. And it's the seeing like the experiencing, the perceiving. And I think what Jesus is saying is, you've already experienced him. You've seen him. You've known him. And now he's the one speaking to you. So Jesus is connecting the dots between that experience the blind man had while he was still blind, the experience of Jesus putting mud on his eyes, and now he's hearing him speak. He's connecting with him face to face. So 3 ways of seeing. Just seeing with your eyes, seeing as in paying attention to, noticing, or seeing as in experiencing, like you have been through it, you've been transformed by something, that kind of seeing. All these ways you could interpret it. So here's my question as we reflect on this text today. Who are you seeing, but not really seeing? Now, who do you see with your eyes, but you might be missing at a deeper level? Who do you look at, but you just pass by because you don't really consider or notice them the way Jesus considered the blind man? But who, or maybe even what, are you seeing with your eyes, but you're actually not experiencing it? You don't know it in the fullness of how a person or an idea could be known. Today, as you reflect, ask God to open your eyes to help you to really see. Maybe this is about a person you're having conflict with. You can't see them clearly. Ask God to open your eyes and see them the way he sees them. Or maybe it's about an issue, something you just look at, glance the surface, or a problem you're trying to solve. Ask God to give you the deeper way of seeing through the heart, seeing through experience. Blessings on you as you open your eyes today and try to see in the deepest of ways.